Welcome, people, to One Piece chapter reviews. I'm Anthony. I'm your host. I'm a moron. I don't know. Just random shit. Okay. We are going to be reading through One Piece chapter 1110, titled Planetfall. I'm reading from TCB Scans. So, sorry, Oda. I'm broke. I'm a brokey. I love you, though. Thank you for writing the best comic ever, or manga, or whatever. Japanese comics, American manga. Who gives a crap? I don't know. Oh God, I messed up my recording. Okay, wait, shit. So, cover page is Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 2. I'm gonna travel all over Wano, just like Odin. So, Yamato is with Momonosuke on the cover. They're hanging out in a shrine, and Yamato's traveling around Wano. Chapter starts off, Costa Egghead, first panel. We see the giraffe sea beast that Vegapunk made. We see a bunch of marine ships, and starts off black lightning falls from the sky. All the marines are reacting. We see Atlas. We see one of the giants holding Bonnie and Frankie, too. And we see pretty much all the reactions of everybody to the Gorosei coming in and wrecking house. So, Vegapunk still getting his message ready from last chapter. Sorry, I'm starting at 11:10. I'm not teching. If you want a better YouTuber to watch teching. He's awesome. I love him. He's the GOAT. Room of Authority. There is nobody in there. There's a summoning circle, just like when Saturn came from the ship on the Egghead. So the circle's in the Room of Authority, where the 5 Gorosei usually sit. Wasn't exactly a strict deadline. So we do get the reveal of the actual, demons or Oni that they're based off of in this chapter, the Gorosei. So, and we get a giant spread right after this. So I'm just going to read off the names of the Gorosei right now and what they are. So, St. J. Garcia Saturn is the Gyuki, which is a Japanese something. I don't know. I'm not Japanese. It's cool creatures, though. I like them. Got the Itsumade for St. Marcus Mars, or the Gandalf-looking dude. He's a giant, bird thing. The Hoki is St. Topman Workery. So it's like a giant boar. It's like his mustache. He's the giant Gorbachev-looking dude with the birthmark and the mustache. He looks like the mustache is turns into giant boar tusks. The Bakotsu by Samurai Gandhi himself, Ethan Baron Venus Juro, and he's a giant skeleton horse. So he's if you've ever seen Berserk, if you know when Skull Knight walks up to Guts, just imagine his horse but without Skull Knight on top of it. That's what he looks like pretty much. And we got Shepherd Jupiter, who is the sandworm. So, I still haven't seen Dune 2 yet, but hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper. The Sardaukar chant or whatever. So he's like a giant sandworm from Dune. Sanji is running away from them. The Gorosei or Vegapunk says, even if they're trying to silence our broadcast, the amount of extra time won't be long enough to stop them. So, to stop us. I guess Vegapunk's talking about I'm brain dead, I'm sorry. Out of extra time, yeah. Yeah, so Sanji's running away, and I can't tell who's saying it. I think that's Vegapunk saying that. Yeah, I think that's Vegapunk or something. I can't tell if it's the Gorosei or Vegapunk, because it says, even if they try to silence our broadcast, which is Vegapunk's broadcast, it says that amount of extra time won't be long enough to stop us. So I'm guessing that's like Vegapunk and talking about the Straw Hats and everything. I don't know. Giant double page spread of the Gorosei. It says Supreme Overseers of the World Government, the 5 Elder Planets. They are wrecking house. They are destroying everything. Giant worm comes in over them, and Dune Face and Skull Knight Horse come in. Skull Knight Horse is running through the island. And so Ethan Barron, he's running through the island in his Skull Horse form. And then one of the Mark III Pacifistas come out. Lasers shooting at him. He's running through the forest, and he just slices a Pacifista in half. Like, shoom. I mean, we're talking one shot destroyed them. And we're talking, which is these are the new ones, not the old ones from Sabri. These are the brand new ones, just introduced in Egghead, that are like way better, top of the line. And then we get a reaction from the Marines. Something stopped the Pacifista. A large horse. They're all calling it out. Attention all troops. This is the announcement regarding the falling Pacifista. The freezing of their neural... So, Ethan Bear and Venus Juro, the Pacifista could have kept going, I'm assuming, if he didn't freeze the circuitry in it, which is what I'm getting from, like, it says that, attention all troops, this announcement is regarding the fallen Pacifista. The freezing of their neural circuitry has rendered them temporarily paralyzed. So I'm guessing that because they're not going to be able to, Bonnie has control of them, so I'm guessing that they're trying to paralyze him so that even if Bonnie has control, they can't do jack. So Bang Energy, please sponsor me. I love your cotton candy drinks. Alright. Giant, like, Quetzalcoatl lizard bird thing that it's called again? The Itsunade. So the Itsunade, St. Mars, he's coming in after that. He's flying up the lava phase. So he's like trying to get to Punk Records where Vegapunk's brain is. That's what I'm assuming he's trying to do to stop the broadcast. Comes running through. The Pacifista on this end have all been stopped. Are those slash marks? Negative. They've been partially frozen. So I think that the freezing thing is a hint towards Brooke fighting Venus Juro, but I also think because Venus Juro is the only sword wielder, he might fight Zoro. So I'm thinking that there's 10 Straw Hats now, right? So what if instead of, the 5 strongest fight the 5 Gorosei, what if it's like 2 Straw Hats for each Gorosei, which would kind of make sense. So if it was Brooke and Zoro for Venus Juro, that would make more sense, because Zoro's already a swordsman, and so is Brooke. But Brooke has the freezing technique that he can use Soul Solid to freeze stuff, like he did in Whole Cake. Was it Whole Cake? I remember he froze... It might have been Punk Hazard, if I'm remembering correctly. He, like, froze the water, and then his legs, he was doing, like, a Flintstones. So, but, yeah, Saint Mars is flying in. Nami, Robin, it's hard to explain what's going on down here, but we can't waste any more time. Get out, we gotta get out. So, another one we see him, the bird dude, he flew into the Frontier Dome, it looks like. So it looks like there's a giant explosion at the Frontier Dome from him trying to slam into it, or him maybe trying to back up. Venus Juro comes around again, slices up another Pacifista. Friggin' Muad'Dib the Sandworm, that's what I'm gonna call him, friggin' Muad'Dib, cause Paul Atreides I'm not gonna do it again. I'm not gonna do it again. It's digging. Luffy reacts. It's digging like a worm. So the giant sandworm, he was like standing up and I was digging into the ground. It's gonna like try to get like the drop on him. Sanji, Usopp here will be sure to run, but Zoro and Jinbei aren't back yet. Met up with Brook and Lilith, and the ship's good to go. So the Sunny, they got the Sunny out of the Sky Island, I'm assuming. So Usopp actually got the Sunny unstuck, and now the Giants are gonna try to just chuck it onto their ship, their long ship. Man, dude, I'm going freaking mad, dude. Oh, we're good. Okay, we hit the mark. So spotted handgun. Okay, so he's using Shigan Madara, which is like the thing. Lucci. It cuts to from the ship from Usopp and Nami chilling, talking to Sanji on the phone, saying get the ship ready. Usopp got it unstuck, and now it cuts to Zoro versus Lucci. Finally, Lucci uses Shigan Madara, which is, you know, the leopard handgun, you know, that he used against Luffy in Enies lobby. He doesn't land it. Zoro uses a new thing, Santorio. He goes, it's called Spotted Leopard Havava hunt. Hahava hunt. Oh my, Hahava. 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 I'm ADD is not fun, people. ADD is torture. Isn't it tempting to go find the source of all this strong hockey? So Lucci's trying to like coax Zoro into like going to fight the Gorosei because Lucci's a little bitch. Spotted Leopard Havava hunt. Yep. Zoro slices Lucci into a well, not slices him, but Lucci's out. Lucci's finally out after these 20 chapters. And now we're going to go to the debate section. People, Lucci is not stronger than Zoro, okay? Zoro was not struggling against Lucci. The whole point of Zoro fighting Lucci was to hold him back so he wouldn't cause more issues. Kaku, if I remember correctly, Kaku was like, okay, yeah, I don't want to die in another friggin', I've been through a Buster Call once, I don't want to go through another one, so Kaku was just like, whatever. Lucci, being the little bitch boy he is, being the world government's little, you know, lapdog, he decides, I gotta kill all the Straw Hats, make Daddy Gorosei proud, you know? Zoro was told, this is an evacuation. This isn't like Wano, where they're trying to defeat people. This is an evacuation. This is something that we've never seen before in One Piece. Zoro was explicitly told by Luffy, and even if he wasn't, Zoro knows kind of the situation. If he stays in that one spot, fighting Lucci, holding him off, he's going to be killing two birds with one stone. He's going to be holding Lucci off so he doesn't have to deal with CP0 and all that. And he's not going to be getting lost because he's going to be staying in one place fighting the same guy. Because we all know that if Zoro, you know, went off on his own, he'd probably end up in fucking outer heaven from Metal Gear, okay? Zoro has no sense of direction. Everybody knows that. It was the best logical choice doing that, okay? Zoro wasn't struggling against Lucci. He was purposefully going easy on him to hold him back so they could keep the fight going. It's just UFC rules. You don't want to give him everything at once, you know, especially if you're trying to hold back an opponent. So we cut back to Luffy, and St. Mars is trying to eat him with the sandworm. Where is Luffy's? I swear, if I make another Dune reference, you see this window right here, people? I am on the second floor. If I make another Dune reference, the next episode, I will keep my word. I will jump out of that window. No, not really. I wouldn't jump out of the window, but it's hard with the sandworm to not make Dune references, so. Also, the books are way better than the movies, but I think from everything I understand in Dune 2, they didn't even show the guild navigators, like the giant mutant, which I was excited for in the first one in the first place. I wanted to see some cool body horror, but Luffy is about to get eaten. Dory and Bragi come out saying with an attack called Child of the Sawing Sun. They're all laughing. And then he goes, "Did you see him? A dark belly is no place for someone like that. Let's go." What a nostalgic face. Hang on, the old-timer giants are here too. Gah, bah, bah, bah. It's been too long, Straw Hat. We had to come see you. The waiting around was getting unbearable. So, Dory and Bragi finally see Luffy, and that's the end of the chapter. Luffy and Dory and Bragi finally meet up, and Dory and Bragi, with that attack, Child of the Sawing Sun, they come in, slice off the head of the sandworm, and Luffy's like in its mouth, kind of like they were about to eat him, like in Skypiea when he got eaten by the snake when he was fighting Enel. So it was like that, but Dory and Bragi cut the thing's head off, and Luffy comes flying out, and they're like, "Ah, we couldn't keep waiting around for you. You know, we came right over to the next island to see you, dude." So he's like, "Oh, really, guys? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you." And then Dory and Bragi, I mean, well, that's the end of the chapter, so we don't get anything else, but, you know. All right, discussion time. Will Kizaru betray the Marines? It is still possible. It is very unlikely as the chapters go on, though. I mean, he said he was just a cog in the machine, and it's like, moving parts of machines break, you know? I mean, maybe that's what Oda's trying to do. He's trying to say that in order for him to break out of this machine, he has to literally destroy everything that cog is. Kizaru, you know? Kizaru is getting more mentally broken by the chapter. He had to deal with Bonnie, then he had to deal with Kuma showing up, then he had to deal with killing Vegapunk, and now the Gorosei are there. He got his ass whooped by Luffy. It's like, I am just waiting for... Fuck, even... I don't even know, dude, but Sabari 2.0, it sounds like it's coming around, and I don't want to say it, but I feel like we're getting another 2-3 arcs in, and then that's it. Like this, it was Sabari, Amazon Lily, Impel Down, Marineford. So we're at Sabari, then we're probably gonna go to Elbaf, which would be like Amazon Lily. Then we're gonna do probably the One Piece or the Final War. Those are interchangeable, so it's gonna be, for reference, Sabari is gonna be like Egghead. Elbaf is going to be like Amazon Lily. A lot of exposition, a lot of making allies, a lot of that. Then we're either going to go to the Final War with Dragon's Revolution and everything, or we're going to go find the One Piece. Those can be interchangeable because it's very vague with what's going to happen first. So if we did, like, if Oda wanted to, I'd like to kind of see the One Piece first, because I feel like that's going to have heavy implications to the Final War. But I can see how the Final War, having that war in and of itself, could possibly be the One Piece. Because, like, the One Piece, it is a physical treasure, but it doesn't have to be, like, an object. It can be a physical of something happening, you know, and X marks the spot, the theory of the all blue theory, which I think is very viable with Luffy and destroying the Red Line, creating a bunch of archipelagos with the wreckage, Fishman Island getting destroyed. It's very likely that's the case, but there's also a lot of things that point to no, in a way. It's really, really hard, you know, I really want, you know, a good ending. I really do. And I think that it's going to be amazing, but I think that there may be one or two people that have it figured out. Everybody's just throwing crap at the wall, hoping it sticks, you know? And it's... I really do want, you know, the One Piece to be the destruction of the Red Line. Because I think that would be the greatest FU that Roger could send, you know? And Joy Boy, and Luffy, and everybody. It's a complicated situation, you know? It's very complex story, you know? It's just world building. Alright, leave in the comments your predictions for next chapter, anime episode, anything they might add in the anime. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. It's not St. Patrick's Day today, but it will be on Sunday. It's Friday today, so happy St. Patrick's Day. Kaizoku Oni, ore wa naru! Alright, peace out, people. I'm gonna be the king of the pirates and the king of schizophrenic One Piece YouTubers who are psychotic and do crazy crap. Alright, keep living, people. Peace. Peace.